Last night I was on a phone town hall with my congressman, Rob Whitman, and someone directly asked him about the deportations that are happening and the fact that many of these people are not having due process. And he didn't answer the question. He kind of talked around it and used the word due diligence instead of due process, basically ignoring the fact that we are illegally removing people that have legal status here. And then I saw this morning.
You captured this video, actually noting that most of the officers there were masked. These Homeland Security agents, they were there, they removed her backpack, and then eventually they walked her down the street into a vehicle. Now, all of this happened on Tuesday evening, and we should mention Ozturk is a Turkish national, also an international graduate student at Tufts University in Massachusetts. Now, in a petition that was filed in Boston federal court, her lawyer, Mugo, says that she was leaving her home, heading to an iftar dinner with friends when this happened on Tuesday evening. Federal agents have so far not explained why she was taken from her home and detained.
Wow, and Chanel, here's the other part of this story that just blows my mind here. Lawyers for that student, they say they do not know where she is right now.
So 6 men in plain clothes, some of which were wearing masks, come up to a young woman who is just headed out to dinner with her friends, surround her, take her book bag, put her in handcuffs, and then put her in a vehicle. I need you to just imagine what that must feel like, what she must be thinking. Now, the update is, according to DHS, she was arrested and placed in a detention center in Louisiana. Again, she was arrested in Massachusetts and accused of being a pro-Hamas terrorist. Okay? All we know at this point is that she attended pro-Palestine protest events. Okay? And I don't care where you land on the Israel-Palestine conversation, her being here with legal status guarantees her the same constitutional rights as an American citizen. She is allowed to protest. That is her legal right as a visa holder. And the funny thing is, he also said that having a visa is a privilege, not a right. But with that privilege, you get the right of free speech. That is a fact. You get the right of due process with that visa. Our Constitution says that those that are here undocumented get those rights. They get due process. It's also worth noting that American citizens that have also attended these types of protests are not currently being arrested by our federal government and accused of being domestic terrorists, accused of being aligned with Hamas. Why is that? It's because the federal government knows that is a bridge too far for them to actually get legal recourse and have it be in their favor. They are doing this knowing it is unconstitutional, but trying to use it under the guise of the fact that they are here with visas. That is still legal status. That still guarantees them access to our First Amendment and their Fifth Amendment. And this is a slippery slope, because how long is it before someone you know, you love, you yourself are on the wrong side of the conversation when it comes to this current administration, and now you are a target? If we do not speak up, if we do not push back, if we do not constantly remind that this action, these continuous stories of individuals who simply attended protests, who did their constitutional right as legal status citizens, this will lead to people that are born here, that have lived here their whole lives, that are generationally here to experience the same type of persecution. Stop waiting until it's you. It does not need to be you for you to speak out against atrocities. It does not need to be your neighbor for you to speak out against atrocities, because atrocities can be in your backyard tomorrow if you stay silent today.